And I could not explore this story without reaching out to one of TNT's brightest stars. She began right here in Trinidad and is now the principal ballerina with the Birmingham Royal Ballet in the UK and is celebrated for her performances such as the Sugar Plum Fairy. She's also a patron of Caribbean School of Dancing, Metamorphosis Dance Company. The incredible Céline Gittens. Hi,
Thanks for having
Celine.
me.
Of course, of course. So, Celine, it's such an honor. You have performed the Nutcracker on world stages. So, what does that mean to see a Caribbean twist, such as the coconut cracker?
I think it's a really great thing. I think we have in our minds the usual nutcracker, which is the classic of a nutcracker, what we expect. And I think it's always great to see how ballet and dance is progressing and how it's making it more inclusive and then also highlighting different cultures. And I think that's one thing that with this new take on the Nutcracker, which I'm really looking forward to seeing the photos and hopefully some videos of it, to see how we've incorporated the wonderful culture of Trinidad and the Caribbean and um, intertwining it with such a classical ballet.
Mm. Okay, nice. So, are you excited to see it like come to life?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, even from the image, which is I guess it's a coconut tree, which is sort of pretending to be the tutu, and then the legs. I think it's really inventive and really creative, that idea, and I think it's a really good stamp to have in the Caribbean as their own sort of nutcracker and version of this ballet, which is done worldwide.
Hmm. Okay, so do you have any tips for dancers who are interested in ballet and for me because I had a little attempt when I was at the school. So any tips that you can give to anybody who loves dance and is interested in ballet?
Any tips? I think that if you love the art form, I think that everything will come naturally. I think for myself, I grew up into it. So my mom, Janet Gittens, she was my ballet teacher and she had her school in Point Fortin. So that was where I grew up and I grew up seeing her teach. And, if you really love the art form, it comes naturally. The music, the love for the music comes naturally, and the rhythm and the movement. I mean, just moving, it doesn't have to be specifically ballet. Just moving makes you feel better, I think. Any sort of moving to music, any sort of good music with a beat makes you feel better. And I think that if you really love something, then you should pursue it, go for it. And nowadays, there's so much access to things online. It's so much better than when I was growing up. We didn't really have that access easily. And you can see so many different things, so much more talent out there to get
Mhm.
yourselves inspired. So just go for it.
Exactly. We have so much access to see so much great people in the world. So I guess what does it mean to you being such an inspiration to dancers out there or young girls who are interested in ballet?
Yeah, I think that's a really good question because for myself, everyone, I feel like it's a really important thing to have someone to identify with, and someone who they can envision themselves being in that position and being able to do something and achieve something in that way. So yeah. I think the main things are to keep positive, and if you have a goal, to just keep on going for it. I know it sounds like, everybody always keeps saying that, but I think it's true. I think if you really put your mind to it, that you can achieve what you want to.
I love that. And I completely agree. Like as soon as you put your mind to it, it's for you. And anything that's for you will never pass you. So
Exactly. And I think yeah, I definitely think, I mean, this day and age, we're moving forward, especially in the world of dance and the world of ballet, and we're becoming so much more inclusive, equality, diversity, inclusivity in this art form. And I think that that's the way forward, and we need to keep pushing that way, and we need to have those people who represent that to be our sort of people that we look up to, so that we make sure that, and hopefully those people are also positive examples, not only from their careers, but also as people, personalities.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much, Celine. And thank you everyone for watching the episode 1 of 10 Caribbean's Inspiration series. Stay tuned for more stories, more sneak peeks, and more inspiration as we lead up to showtime. All right, so what words do you have for everyone preparing for the show in Trinidad?
I just want to say a massive, big good luck. Enjoy the shows, and performing on stage is something that will it's kind of a life-changing thing. It really makes you appreciate the art form and the feedback from the audience, because I know that the audience members are also waiting to see this very special Nutcracker. And just a big thank you for all the people involved, all the families, all the staff, everyone involved who's coming together to make this show a really, really wonderful event. So don't miss the Fantasy and Dance 2025, the Coconut Cracker, on November 15th and 16th at Queen's Hall. Enjoy the show.
Perfect. We'll see you there.